Let me record. Yes. All right. Let me wait one more time, one more minute as I admit leaders into the Zoom. Those who can, please remind leaders in our big groups so that they can join. It's Thursday, a very interesting training that's about to happen. And I hope that most of the leaders can be here to hear what we are about to discuss. Okay. Can I ask all the leaders who join, if you are not presenting, please mute yourself. I will mute those that I can, but if I cannot mute you, please mute yourself. So good evening, leaders. My name is Fetsang Matlakala. I'm sure most of you know me. And I'm hoping that we do have new members here because this is definitely training for all the new members who are here. If you are a leader and you do have members who are not in this Zoom session right now, my plea with you would be listen attentively, take notes if you can, and make sure that after this session, you go back and do your duties as a sponsor or your duties as a leader to make sure that you cascade the message down to your subordinates so that they know exactly what is it that we were talking about, because tonight's topic is very, very important. All right. So I know some of the leaders don't log into their back office. If you are with us today, please make sure that after this session, you try to log into your system just to see the look and feel of it, and try by all means to click where you can just to find your way around it. So we have done most of the sessions regarding shop authorship, which is how you buy. We have dealt with commissions. Last week, we spoke about binary tree, which is where you know how to place your people in your structure. We spoke about the business center when we started, and we've also spoken about enrollment, how you register people. And today, what I want us to talk about is this. We've also spoken about the account details information, what you see there. Now, the most important one that I want us to focus on today is this one, knowledge base. Remember, each and everyone who is here, in order for you to know and understand the business that you operate in order for you to understand what is it that is required from you by this business, there's knowledge that you need to equip yourself with. So under knowledge base, and I know most of us, when we join the business, we become so excited that we don't really come to this. We don't come to this information. We are interested more on authorship, commissions, binary, and how to enroll people, honestly speaking. So what I want us to focus on is this. If you want the compensation plan, then you know where to find this compensation plan under knowledge base. So this is our compensation plan for all those who want to know about it, how we get paid. So when you click on that link, it will open this compensation plan that you see. So my plea to each and everyone who is in APL Go, if you do not have our compensation plan, and I'm not talking about the presentation that we do on a Sunday, which is the BOP. I'm not talking about that. That is just a presentation. It focuses only on 4 bonuses. I'm talking about a compensation plan in details. You can read through it. And I know sometimes when you read through a compensation plan, it's hard to understand, but at least it gives you an in-depth and highlight of what APL Go is all about. So I would urge all the leaders to read it. It's a lot. So you can take your time in reading it, make notes, and go back to your sponsor again and ask. It's always good when you are a sponsor and you are dealing with people who at least read something, and when they come to you, they ask a question, no matter how hard or how challenging that question is, but at least you know that you have associates who do things on their own and they don't really want to be they don't really want to be led because they can do things on their own. So once you are done understanding this compensation plan and reading it, one day we will have a topic about it. But this is where you find it: knowledge base, then compensation plan. You can even download it or save it somewhere else where when you need it, you will find it. Then we talk about identification. Identification is just this information. If you have done the first part of the presentations we've covered before, where you log into your account details and you make sure that you go onto commissions, you put your information in, your banking details, then you will get this information to say everything that you need is then done on the system. So this is not what I want us to really focus on. There's one information that I need us to look into under documentations. Under documentations, you would find this information. You would find this information. There is a code of conduct. I want us to dwell too much on this code of conduct. Other than that, we do have all these other documents that we all need to go through and read. But the most important ones that you need to know of and save somewhere else as a business partner is the certificate or the ISO certificate, the kosher certificate, FDA registration certificate, because most of the time when we do our presentations or when you introduce this business to other people, you would find people who will always ask you whether we do have certificates. And when you have the certificates, then you know that you are going to tell them that, yes, we do have, and these are the certificates. Other than saying, I am not sure, I will go out and find out. So these are the certificates that we have. Make sure that you save them somewhere, and when people need them, you send them. Because we had this predicament the other day where one of the customers said they want to see them. As much as we say that we do have the certificates, but they want to see them. They want to know if our business is legit. So the quickest thing we did was to send her this certificates. Now, we do have a code of conduct. Allow me to open it, please. So most of us as leaders, we have joined APL Go. Even if we do have our leaders or anyone in the business sharing this information, I've just realized that we don't really open it and we don't read it. And as we continue with our businesses, sometimes we do things wrong, not knowing that what we did was wrong. And by doing that and not having the knowledge, you might find out that you have breached this conduct. So this is a code of conduct for all the APL Go members. If you are doing this business, I just want us to go through it for us to understand. We can even discuss it so that other leaders understand that when a sentence says this, this is what the company really means. And I'm glad that Natalia is with us today. So some of the things that maybe we feel we cannot explain, she's been with the company for so long, she will be able to explain. Now, if you look at it, it says this code for APL Go Associate aims to solidify and protect APL Go group corporate image in compliance with moral, ethic, legal standards, and common practices of building business relationship. Any legally capable individual of the age of majority can become a company's associate. So 18 years and above, you can register into this business and run it as your own. So each APL Go associate must comply with the following provisions of this conduct. Point number 1 that I want us to look at: inform the associates about APL Go products, quality, and effects using information materials of APL Go Group only. I'm glad they started with this one. So it becomes our responsibility as APL Go members that when we tell people about these products, we tell them about the quality, which is what I've just said. If somebody asks you about the certificate, you don't go out there and just search for any certificate. You will send them the certificate from APL Go, which is the certificates from the system that I've just shown you. So we need to make sure that every material that you are going to share to people, it is a material not done by you, not a material you see on the system online somewhere else that does not belong to APL Go. From there, point number 2 says, provide prospective associates with official information. Can I mute some of the leaders who are not muted, please? The second point says, provide prospective associates with official information regarding business opportunity with APL Go Group. So once you are a member of APL Go, when you are out there talking business, APL Go expects you to only share information about APL Go. So you cannot be an APL Go member, but when you are out there sharing information, you are sharing a different kind of information. That is misleading. It does not only talk about the image of the company, but it talks about the image you are also portraying to these other people who know that you are in APL, but when you talk a different business. I hope what I'm saying is clear, and I hope that leaders are taking notes. And I hope that you are hearing me well. Please, leaders. Point number 3 says, do your duty as a sponsor regarding training and information sharing of enrolled associates with due diligence. If you are a sponsor, the moment you start opening your binary, it becomes your responsibility to train and share information. It does not matter how little that information is. That's why we always say, if you do have the opportunity to join a Zoom session, after the Zoom session, you are given the information. The ball is then in your court as a leader, what you do with that information. Your people are waiting for you to give them this information. So we might not reach the numbers that we need via Zoom, but the 28, 29 people we have right now on Zoom can reach more than 80 people that are not on Zoom right now. And this is where your responsibility as a sponsor comes in. Often you hear people joining the business, and it does not matter whether you are new in the business or not. Just share whatever you have. People always say it's the thought that counts. You also have the opportunity to learn with your people. But I would believe that as soon as you become a sponsor, then you have to make it a point to read through certain information so that when you send it to your leaders, you understand. And be careful of sending something also that you do not understand. Because when we send information that we do not understand, when we send information that we are not sure of, the people below us will send it to their people as well. You end up with a structure of people who understand things differently compared to how you understand them as a leader. So I beg all the leaders, make sure that you feed your people with the right information. Point number 4, it says support warm and appropriate relationship with all APL Go Group associates. I think this is a point that actually wanted me to focus on this today. APL Go is all about relationship building. Whether people are in your structure or not, whether somebody joined the business yesterday or not, what the company is trying to teach us is make sure that the relationships you are building with each and every associate is a warm one. If as an associate is not happy with you, another associate, you are in breach of this. And a warm relationship, I know this might look vague, but this is just how you deal with people. The most important thing is how you treat people. We need to treat each other with respect. It does not matter how long you have been with the company. We need to treat each other, or we need to talk to each other in a well-mannered way. Just because I'm Fetsang, I joined last year, it doesn't give me the right to tell people where to get off. This is the most important information. Just because you are a leader, it does not mean that you need to not listen to your people. We are all required to make sure that we build this warm and appropriate relationship. Often you would find other leaders coming into the business just because somebody has 50 years relationship, or not even a relationship, a 50-year experience in network marketing, and they come in and they say, do you know who I am? That's not what we are here for. Or I have this experience. We are not here for your experience, but we are here to build this relationship. So the fact that you have this experience does not mean that when you come in, you need to flaunt it everywhere. Some people are not here for that. So I would love to urge all the leaders to make sure that we do this. We need to treat each and everyone, irrespective of the level, irrespective of the background, irrespective of anything. We are all equal. We are all here for business. And we will do what this business requires us to do. You cannot lie about another leader. You cannot go out there and talk what you think this leader is all about. Point number 5. Do not support transfer of prospective and active associates of APL Go from one sponsor to the other sponsor. Let me allow this one. Is it sinking? So what this sentence says, APL Go does not support transfer of prospective or active associates of APL Go group from one sponsor. Oh, yes, from one to the other sponsor organization. So you can't be in APL Go. And when you are with other people, or you attend other sessions of APL Go, you try to recruit these people to another business, which is not APL Go. You cannot prospect APL Go business partners to another business. It is wrong. If you want to do other businesses, do them alone without poaching. Do not take people from this business to other businesses. Leaders, are you listening? And I know sometimes
yes, loud and clear.
I know sometimes
we are. Yes.
Thank you. I know sometimes we do this without thinking that it's a big deal. But at least us going through this code of conduct today is going to help most of us, if not all of us, to know exactly how this beautiful business of ours wants us to conduct ourselves. And remember, when you are out there conducting yourself, people don't only see you, people also see the company that you are building. So they are not only going to see Matlakala, but they see Matlakala and APL. And most of the time, when people buy into the business, they buy into you first, the person who's introducing the business to them. They will love APL Go after, but they fall in love with you. So if the way you conduct yourself is not the way people like it, that's why sometimes, and you would find this along the way when we grow, you would find other people saying, I met this person who explained this business to me, but because of the way they conduct themselves, I do not want to register under them. I prefer registering under someone else, whether I know the person or I don't know the person. So the way we conduct ourselves leaves a crucial impact on people. How people see you, how people view you, or how people talk about you when you are gone says a lot. So we need to be, what's the word? We need to be careful and very careful of how we build our brand, how we build our business. Do not use APL Go Group trademark to promote and distribute products and services other than ones promoted by APL Go. You cannot have or you cannot wear an APL Go t-shirt, but you are out there under the tree promoting some oils. You cannot be seen doing that. You cannot call a meeting or have a presentation and on your poster, you've got 2 or 3 different businesses on it. Or you call a meeting saying APL Go, but when you are done with the meeting or during the meeting, you are discussing other businesses. That is wrong. Where you are going to talk about APL Go, it will be about APL Go until you are done with whatever that you were doing. You cannot mix this company with other companies. Rautwana bagolo.
Ra go utlwa Fetsang, ra utlwana. Emma.
All right. So do not spread information that is harmful to the business reputation and human dignity of other APL Go group associates or employees. This is also important. So whatever you think you know about other leaders, you cannot go out there spreading malicious information about this leader. If you are not happy with how certain leaders operate, we do have an office. Instead of spreading this information, contact the office, tell them that you do have a problem and see how the office can help you. Or if I have wronged you as a leader, call me. Let us sort it out. You do not have to go to this other leader and say, this is what happened, especially when you are not sure of the information that you are sharing. Hearsay travels very fast. So this sentence actually, it makes us really think about our actions and what we say. So once you have said something about somebody, just know that that information is going to travel. And you can never unsay what you said, unfortunately. So this is one sentence that actually teaches us how to deal with conflict. I always say, if you don't like certain things done to you, don't do them on other people. Because someday you might find people who can do it twice. So if you know that you don't like something being done to you, do not do it to other people. Conflict management is very, very important. How we deal with issues is very, very important. What we say, how we say information is very, very important as well. If an APL Go associate finds out about any occasions that may result in damage to APL Go Group's image or reputation, he or she must inform APL Go Group about such occasions. So here's another thing as well. If you see that APL Go's reputation is at stake, but you keep quiet about it as well. What does it say about you? So the company is actually saying, when you see that something is wrong, do report that. One thing I love about APL Go is that they will investigate. When you report something, they do not just jump into conclusions and, take harsh decisions. They will investigate. It takes time. But when you see that something is about to damage this company or someone is doing something wrong, we need to talk about it. Often I do tell people that if you do not know about the code of conduct and you go out there, you do something wrong, in many cases, your team members are never going to report you. Your team members are the ones who are going to say, do you know that what you have done is wrong? This is the right way of doing it. You will never know who reports you somewhere else. So what I'm trying to say about this information is that you need to make sure that you are careful. You are careful. Most of us, we are in this business, but we know it's business, it's nothing personal. You would find people who want to adhere to this code of conduct, nothing malicious. They are not even intending to make sure that your business dies, but they are protecting the image of the company. So those people will report. Because if they don't, then something is going to happen and all of us are going to look at this company like, what happened? We had such a beautiful company. So we cannot afford to have one person making a mistake and all of us, we are involved. Anyway, another point says, do not enroll APL Go associates to other multi-level marketing companies. Now, this one is big. We do have people who sometimes do 2, 3, 4 network marketing companies at the same time. Sometimes I ask myself, how do they do it? Because if all of them recruit, then who are you going to recruit to which one? How are you going to do that? Because I'm sure those companies as well, because they are network marketing companies, they are competitors. No company would want you to take their people to another company. I hope this one is loud and clear, leaders. According to me, this one is like, if anyone finds you doing this, the company has the right to terminate you with immediate effect, as long as there's information and proof that you are doing it. The reason why we are in this business is to build. We all want to build. So we also, as leaders, don't want to find ourselves in a situation where our people are being recruited in another network marketing companies. So if you are doing APL Go or you wish to do APL Go, focus on it and see what it will do for you in a space of 6 months, 7 months, even 1 year. Miracles have happened when it shows that when people focus on building, this company can pay you a great deal of money. Only if you focus, only if this is one opportunity that you want to build. Do we have leaders who maybe want to add or say something before I continue? Any leaders?
My leader, you
Yes,
have
sir.
said
Yes.
a mouthful.
Oh, yes. Oh, thank you.
My-
Thank you so much.
My leader, do you hear me?
I can hear you, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, thank you so
have
much.
said everything is very much important, what you have said. And then you have indicated most of the things that leaders have misled other leaders. So taking the matter forward is that we are going to work wholeheartedly because of we know the constitution of April Go as new members, because of you can join, someone can come and say, this the company is a Fetsang company, and this is Apple Go, this is a Fanta Orange. But today we know what to do. Thank you, my leader.
Thank you so much, Mami. Jane Tutu.
Thanks. Good evening. It's just a little bit of a concern on that very last point. When I'll make an example with me. Okay.
Yes.
I'm a networker, and APL Go finds me doing another business.
Yes.
That does not that does not mean you're going to take people from Zotwa trading and bring them over. There might be reasons whereby you are doing a shift. You have seen that whatever you were doing, yes, it's fine. They can continue doing it, but you just need something different, something whereby you can see that you can start all over and build. Is that still not allowed?
No, that is
Yes.
allowed. Hence, I'm saying when you decide that this is a business, because I carry as people we recruit, right? But you are not forced to join APL Go. So if I come to you and I tell you about the opportunity, you like it, I leave it there. You are the one who will then come to me and say, you know what, leadership, I was somewhere else, but I would love to jump into the APL Go wagon. Fine. When you decide, it is then up to you what you do with your previous company.
Okay.
So if you want to leave it and only focus on APL Go, you will focus on APL Go and do APL Go alone. And how you recruit people into the business, also, it will be the way that APL Go allows you to do it. So your previous company, I'm not sure what their code of conduct will be. If you can take them into APL Go and they don't have a problem with that, you can, because also they are allowed to make their own decisions. But once you are in APL Go, then APL Go wouldn't want you to recruit people from APL Go and take them to another business.
Okay.
Yes. So the moment
No, it's
you tell
clear.
yourself
I get you.
that, okay, thank you. The moment you
No,
tell
I
yourself
get you. I was a bit worried that you are doing one or two businesses, but now you are at APL Go. It's like now you need to make a decision. It's either you are here or not. You get.
No.
I think the transition, it shouldn't be a bit harsh. Yes, code of conducts are there in each and every company because it is a competition. You cannot do another company that deals with the same product. That's totally no. But then I understand, yeah, you cannot shift people from one place to another. I just needed clarity on that one.
Okay.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you so much. Julia?
Evening, leaders, evening. No, I just wanted to add a bit from most of us, not all of us, are from other network marketing businesses, companies.
Yes.
And I can assure you, we can all go back and look at the code of conduct. Network marketing companies have the same code of conduct.
Yes.
It might be one or two that's different, but honestly, it's the same. And when I think about it, even companies that we work for, corporate, has the same. Just like the leader that just spoke now, that obviously every code of conduct says that you are now the brand in a way of this company. So if you appear to be doing something else, you are damaging our brand. So it's all, I think it's a long list, but it's saying one thing. So for me, it's not, what is it? It's not a new thing with APL Go, or it's not foreign. You can go back and check just go back to where you come from and say, can you please just send me your code of conduct? You'll realize they're all saying the same thing because they all have to abide by the same rules. So no, I just wanted to just add on that. Thanks.
Thank you so much, Julia, and thank you for also adding the part of corporate. Because yes, even the companies that we work for are like that. I used to work for an automotive company, and in my contract, it was said I cannot work for BMW and contract at Nissan. It's not allowed. I cannot work for BMW and, for example, I get a car allowance, but I drive a Qashqai. It was not allowed. So there was a point where we had to sign something to say, okay, this is what I want. But if you do have a car allowance, you must drive a BMW. If you are in Nissan, I'm sure they do the same. Ford, they do the same. You can't be there, you have an allowance and you drive something else. So this is what we are talking about. The same thing appears to our business. You can lower your hand, my leader. And another point that I want us to look into is, do not promote products of other companies within APL Go premises, which include, without limitation, offices, trade halls, regional service centers, event halls, premises, locations, exhibitions, online pages. And the one that makes me, I was not laughing, but the one that makes me giggle is the online pages. Because sometimes we do this and we don't think far about it. So I think this point is, I've said it before, that if you are, for example, if you go to the APL Go offices, you can't talk about another business there. It doesn't sound right. Common sense needs to now play a role there. I cannot have my car stickers. On the other side, I have APL. On the other side, I have another company. Who am I fooling? The same thing with our pages, our online pages, social media. I come today, I'm with this company. Next week, I promote an APL Go company. The other week, I'm promoting some perfumes. That other week, I'm back, I'm promoting APL. The other week, I'm promoting something else. That is wrong, leaders. Yes, it is your online page. And yes, you are using your data to do that. But it is wrong. It is wrong. You can't do that. So if you have been a leader and maybe that's what you have been doing, think about it. It's misleading. Some people might come into this company thinking it's the culture. And when people come into the company thinking it's the culture, it becomes hard for us to reprimand them. It's the same as how we live at home. I cannot be a mother and I tell my kids not to be out there partying, but I do the same thing. Who am I fooling? And network marketing is a business where people it's a monkey see, monkey do business. Your leaders, your followers are going to do what you do. Especially the leaders under you. They mimic almost everything that you do. If you are all over in terms of advertising, they learn from you, they are going to be all over as well. But if you are focused and you are intentional about it, there's something that they are learning from you. So remember this, you can't as a leader do something wrong and you expect that when you talk to your people, they listen to you. They are going to be rebellious. If they don't ask you, what are you doing? When you say I shouldn't do this, then you are lucky. Another point, when promoting APL Go products and services, do not use schemes that show signs of a pyramid scheme. Leaders, we know what pyramid schemes are. We have seen pyramid schemes. This is not a Fagimaluzobona type of a business. We are not going to go out there and tell people that you come in with this package, you make this huge amount of money. That's not how our business is built. We need to be honest and genuine. You let people understand the compensation plan, which is the most important thing. When you also understand the compensation plan as a leader, no one can come to you and show you a pyramid scheme type of a business and you leave APL Go when you know how much APL Go can pay you when you do the business right. So let us not go out there and overpromise. People need to understand that there is an effort that you need to put in. If there is no effort, there won't be any money. Don't make people feel like they can come in with a 45,000 package and in 2 days' time they earn 10,000. It's impossible. If an associate does not make a purchase via his or her ID of total 40 PVs or more during 12 consecutive months, this associate obtains the right to get a new ID in any other organization if this associate does not have other or not banned main or additional IDs in other organizations. The sentence doesn't make sense when I read it, but let me explain it. If an associate does not, so if somebody comes in and they register and 12 months passes, 12 consecutive months, they pass without purchasing 40 PVs, without being a member, like without buying anything for 1.5 and above, this company has the right to re-register still within APL Go, maybe under another leader. But this has to happen if you did not purchase anything. or if the company has not banned you, meaning you haven't done anything wrong and the company hasn't said goodbye to you. Registered partners who are husband and wife, as well as relatives, can carry out their activities and consist only in one structure. If any partner discovers that other partners do not comply with the rules set forth in this paragraph, he is obliged to notify the APL Go group of companies within 3 days. So, if you come into the business with your wife, your husband, your uncles, your kids, and whoever, and I think this is how I'm explaining it, right, Natalia? If you are still here, please add on to that. I stand to be corrected. You cannot be the first one on the structure and your person or the first person you bring into the business becomes your family member. The other one also on the right becomes your family member, and you build your structure with family members right, left and right. If you have family members, they are all going to be in one leg. They are going to be placed in one leg. I think
Good evening. Good evening.
Yes,
Let me
ma'am.
explain you. I think the explanation is a little bit different. It means, for example, let's say you and let's say Julia, right?
Yes.
So one of your, let's say your husband goes to your structure, and your, I don't know, daughter, it doesn't matter, goes to Julia's structure, you know? So if you place your relatives, one left, one right, it's not a problem. They are in your structure, right? But if these are different, so it means you are in one structure, you're working together. Sometimes, and I know there were cases when one person is registered in your structure, because you know we have a possibility to make family contracts, right?
Yeah.
So, for example, one person is registered under you, and he or she is not happy about you as a sponsor. Sorry, it's just an example. Is not happy, and he decided, because he cannot re-register in another structure, he decided to register his wife, right? But under Julia, for example, or under Lisejo, or under me, or under Albert, it doesn't matter. And then they will make a family contract, or they will work for this account. So that's why the company does not allow to register family members in different structures. I think this is the only reason. But it doesn't matter which leg, left or right. I can put my daughter left, my husband right, my son under my daughter, so it's not a problem.
Okay, but you cannot, okay, I understand what you're saying. So I cannot have my family members registering under Mina.
Yes, even if Mina will insist.
Yeah, okay, no problem. Thank you for clarifying it. Yes, thank you for clarifying it. I hope you guys, you leaders understood that part, because this is what I did not think I understand. So thank you so much, Natalia. Now I know it. I thought maybe they are not supposed to be, you cannot block, but that's fine. Registered partners, okay, this is what I've just read. Registered partners can carry out their activities and consist only in one structure. Switching from one structure to another structure is prohibited. I think it also adds on to what Natalia has just explained. So this code is effective for all APL Go associates upon enrollment. So the moment you register with APL Go, you need to know that you abide by this code of conduct. The moment you tell yourself that, you know, I've registered, you have an ID, you need to make sure that you understand this code of conduct, or you read it. Do not register domains, online websites with use of APL Go trademark or APL Go name without prior consent. Natalia, I know this was explained to us but can you try to explain it in simple ways, in simple terms?
Yes, I understand what you are talking about. Let's say, for example, we have platform APL Go Africa Zoom, right? So we
Yes.
use APL Go as a part of the name, and it was approved and agreed with the company. So you cannot open your own websites unless you have your own website from the company, right? In your back office link.
Yeah.
You cannot just open the website, name APLGo. I don't know, net or something like this, because this is a brand, this is a trademark without prior consent. It's not possible. Sometimes in social media, we are using APL Go, but you know, this situation is under control, especially social media is under control by the company. They know every name you use. In some cases, they agree because they understand that we are developing South Africa, so we use. In some cases, and I know exactly that some of the leaders already received letters from the company in social media to close the account, for example, in Facebook, and not to use APL Go. Because many people, if you are promoting only APL Go brand and this page is very beautiful, it's okay. But sometimes people name APL Go and place information about other companies or the information which can damage image of APL Go.
Okay. Thank you so much. I think if I can add on that, also let me know if I'm right. So I cannot open a page on Facebook and say, for example, APL Go with Fetsang or something like that, that other leaders do. Am I correct?
Normally, it's prohibited only if the company agreed and approved, then
Yes.
you can use it. But you know, what does it mean, social media? We need always to control. If it's not against the rules and you are making your business, we are every day using APL Go trademark, right? Every day. Yes, on our caps, on our cups, on our cars. So if it's generally does not damage image of APL Go, I think APL Go will not contact you. But if they contacted you, you can communicate.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much. If a person engages or involves any third party in pyramid schemes, he or she cannot be an associate of APL Go International group of companies. I think this one is loud and clear. If a person engages or involves any third parties in pyramid schemes, you can no longer be an associate of APL Go. Partners qualified as national director and above, as well as heads of regional service centers, are prohibited from participating in network projects of any other companies. Natalia?
Welcome to my club. I have no right, and I had no willing to do it during the last 7 years. Thank you.
So once you become a national director and above, you cannot do anything else, or you cannot be involved in other projects that are not APL Go. Is that right?
You are, so to say, I'm not speaking about qualification, you are, so to say, starting to be ambassador of the brand.
Yes.
So you cannot do something like this. Otherwise, you know that the duplication is key. So it's very important. And according to my opinion, I think if you are making one business, you can make it successfully. If you are putting, so to say, eggs in different places, it's not possible.
Okay, all right, thank you. At the discretion of the APL Go group of companies, close relatives, parents and children, grandparents, grandchildren, full or half, having a common father or mother, brothers and sisters of partners whose accounts have been deleted have the right to continue with to continue cooperating with APL Go companies. Okay, so what this point says, if I'm doing the business with my family members, my sisters or my brothers, and for example, I do something wrong and my contract with APL Go is terminated, my relatives can only continue being APL Go business partners only if the company agrees. If maybe what I've done was so severe, the company takes a discretion of also terminating my family members. So if we are in business with our kids, our brothers, we, honestly speaking, how we conduct ourselves is very, very important, because you might make a mistake that will cost all of your family members a business. In the event of violation of this conduct, the offending party will bear liability in compliance with APL Go group sanctions. Current legislation and other legal documents of the country where the associate or the offending party is promoting APL Go group products and services. Natalia, please explain. Oh, you bear the liability. All right. So if I have done something wrong, whatever action that the company is going to take, I'm going to be liable for maybe payment. Natalia, is this what they mean? So the legal costs and the legal battles, whatever that happens, am I the one who's going to be responsible for payments if there needs to be? Do we still have Natalia here?
Oh, sorry. I think in the event of violation of this code, the offending party will be a liability in compliance. Yes.
Okay.
In the country, so it means that everything will be done. So to say, if you've done something wrong, the company will apply the legal documents and rules and requirements according to the country where you were operating.
Okay.
Okay, so if we're talking about South Africa, it means according to South African law.
Okay. Okay. All right. I thought otherwise. All right. I was going to think this is heavy, so people need to think of what they are doing. All right. I thought it has cost in it, so if it doesn't have cost, then that's fine. APL Go Group reserves the right to make changes and additions to this document at any time. So leaders, this is where we end today. It's 8:07. I do apologize for going over, but I'm glad that we went through this document, because often we send it to our groups and leaders don't take time to read it. So I'm glad that we did it together today and we engaged here and there, but you know, and you will leave this call knowing what is it that you need to do in terms of compliance, in terms of engaging, and in terms of conducting your business. You are not going to go out there without knowing and you do something wrong. And when you are told, it becomes something that you never even knew about. So I would also love to say, it is imperative for all the leaders, when we send information in the group, guys, please take time to read it. We all don't want to be caught with our pants down. No pun intended. But we don't want that. So rather inform yourself, take time to read so that you can be that voice to your business partners and make sure that everything that they do it the right way. I'm not sure if we do have other leaders who would love to say something, maybe 2 more minutes and then we close. Anyone? I know there was somebody who raised their hand. Lydia, I think it was Lydia. Lydia, if you're still on the call, you can ask your question. Okay, I'm not sure. Okay, yes. Lydia? Your mic is open. Maybe while Lydia is preparing a question, Julia.
Thank you so much, Fetsang. I just really want to say words of encouragement to all of us, actually. You know, when you look at network marketing and the history thereof, Africa is mostly involved in network marketing. However, most people who succeed and are millionaires are either in USA or Europe. And I would like us to take note of that and ask ourselves why. And just one of the things that I've seen that we do, because we are hungry for success, we end up hopping from one business to the other. We don't give ourselves time to build. We want quick cash. We forget that when you build proper, you will actually succeed. And go through the struggles and the stresses, because every time you start, stop, you are on one step. You're not going on to step 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we end up doing so many businesses at the same time that cripple us, that cripple your image, your integrity, and you get surprised why it doesn't work. And we end up pointing at the businesses to say the businesses don't work, whereas it's us that are not doing it proper. So I'm asking everyone here, let's stick it out. Stick it out long enough until it bears the fruits that you want it to bear. That's how we are going to build a sustainable legacy for us and for generations to come. Because my understanding is you can put APL Go on your will. When you pass on, your child can continue with the business, or someone else can do that. So it's very important that we don't think just for now and really think long term to say, how do we build sustainable wealth? And the beautiful thing with APL Go is that you'll be healthy enough to enjoy this money that we're building. With every business, this is a true business. With any business, the first 3 to 5 years are the most difficult because you are still building. There's so much stress. No wonder so many companies, whether network marketing or not, traditional businesses, they fail within 3 to 5 years. Why? Because that is the building phase. And you think 5 years is long until you finish a year, you're like, yo, the year's over already. And then the next day, yo, and all of that. So you realize that actually, when you give yourself 5 years to build a business, it's really nothing. So I'm encouraging you, I'm encouraging me as well, for the days you will feel down and say, the reason it's difficult right now, the reason I'm experiencing challenges right now, it's because I'm still building, it's because I'm still learning, it's because I am really, really in this for the long haul. So let's do this. Let's do this. Let's make it memorable. Let it be the very first where, wow, people at APL Go, they stay long and they actually are wealthy because they stayed. Then that is the right message you need to bring for us, for our kids, and for everyone around us, and for those waiting for us to fail. So thank you so much for this session, Fetsang. I really appreciate it because it also builds me up again, encourages me again and say, okay, am I on the right track or not? What is it that I need to relook? Let me go think again. So I really appreciate you all for being here. Have a lovely evening.
Thank you so much, Julia. Thank you. Mina?
Thank you, Julia. I think I couldn't have said it any better, but I also want to reiterate, APL is nothing like any other network marketing company that I have been involved with. I have learned so much. I've done network marketing before and with no success, not of not trying, but of no leadership. And I think what we have here at APL is an amazing, amazing leadership team in South Africa and abroad with Natalia. We've got a lot of support. I mean, Natalia is at our beck and call whenever we need her. I've never seen anything like this with any other network marketing companies. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you are new in this company, you are in the right company where the support is immense from any of the leaders. And like Fetsang mentioned, anybody in this team will assist you no matter which team you belong to, because we, at the end of the day, belong to APL as a team. So the team dynamics is amazing. We might not agree on everything, but at the end, there's a vision. And I think the vision is to grow APL into Africa and many, many other countries beyond our shores. So with that, I'd like to conclude is that I'm grateful for having been in this company for almost a year and a half. I've learned so much personally. My growth has been immense. And I think I salute APL for the culture that it has instilled in all of us, because you know, we come from different walks of life, but I think at the end, the essence is for all of us to succeed. And we're here for everyone. So Fetsang, thanks for your time taking us through this. It just revitalizes my energy. And I can see I've signed up with the correct company this time. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, leaders, for closing it like that. You have just made my job so much easier. But yes, I must say that I've also been around, and I've never felt the way I feel about this company. And sometimes they say, you know, when it's the right company, your feelings will tell you. So each and every one of us will know if this is the company, the right company for them, they will know. So thank you so much, leaders. Thank you so much. Please make sure that you take this information, you take it to your people, sit down with them. Like I would say the way Natalia has done with us, honestly speaking, we all have so much. Most of the leaders, the things that we know today, it's because this woman has been there. So what we can do as leaders who she has been there for us is for us to be there for our people so that our people can be there for their people as well. You see, this is the right duplication happening right now. Thank you so much for being with us. You were a lovely group of people and I enjoyed conversing with you. Thank you. Good night.
Thank you, Fetsang, so much. If you will allow me just a few words, I would like, really, you know, I'm so proud of you, especially last 3 sessions with the back office and documents. It's just for me something amazing, you know, because I see mistakes, but I understand that we are from different fields, right?
Yes.
At the same time, the rules, because the company would like to protect you and to give you understanding where you should not make a mistake in order to succeed. So I'm so happy you told today about compensation plan, because every day I receive questions about compensation plan, knowing that everything is written there in this document, you know. So you need just, if before I made screenshots and they sent to partners, today I just mentioned the number of the page. For example, page number 13, page number 21, page number 7, you know? So really kindly ask you to share with your teams, because this document is your business plan. Without business plan, you cannot start any business. Without business plan. If you don't know where it is in this, what we have in this business, how you will manage this business? You cannot. It's not enough to attend just BOP. It's not enough. And thank you for code of conduct, because it's really important. Thank you so much. Wish you a nice evening.
All right. Thank you. Good night, leaders.